Hi everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the reviews are spicy. It is my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. So today I want to go over what I'm leaving behind in 2025, things I regret doing, buying, smelling in 2025 that I do not want to bring into this new year. 2026, we are being frugal queens and kings, she's, theys, and gays. We're being frugal. And we're not over consuming. We are being smart with our money and we are only buying things that bring us joy. Okay? So hopefully this will be a little de-influencing moment because perfume is one of those things where you just want to smell it so bad. And like sometimes you just have to know what it smells like, especially when things are so hyped online. First up, brands that I am no longer interested in to start us off. Number one, Perfumes de Marly. I haven't purchased a single bottle from this brand because every single one of their fragrances that I sample, the performance is so bad. The performance is so bad that I'm like, why would I spend $400 for something that lasts 2-3 hours? Altair has been duped to the point where if you get Liquid Brune by French Avenue, it's just as good, if not better, because the performance is way better. Same with like Leighton and Greenlee and Delina and Valaya. Like they're all being duped by these Middle Eastern brands that honestly perform better. So I think I'm just done trying to find a Perfumes de Marly scent that I love just to have one in my collection. I think for perfume collectors, there's this need to have one perfume from each niche brand in your collection, and I just don't think that's true. I think that you should be shopping for smells that or fragrances that resonate with you on some sort of level, whether that's a $40 Middle Eastern perfume or a $600 niche luxury perfume. I think the most important thing is that it brings you joy and it smells good and you will wear it, not necessarily the name brand. And I think Perfumes de Marly, especially with those extras that they released that were like $600 and smelled very average. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So done with that. In a similar vein, Penhaligon's. What the hell? Literally, what the hell? What the hell? Every single perfume, Changing Constance, very popular this year, Incensey Vanilla, Changing Constance, Helvetii, oh my gosh. And like Dandy and what's the elephant one? Mr. Thomas, something Mr. Thomas. These are all very average smelling smells, except for maybe Helvetii. But now there's also tons of inspired fragrances of that as well. So it's like, what are we doing? I am guilty. And this is one of my biggest regrets of 2025. Constantinople is this now discontinued fragrance from their Trade Roots line that I had heard influencers talk about and how is this beautiful rose oud, and it was a really beautiful smell, and it's discontinued, and I sampled it and I loved it and I got a compliment on it the first time I wore it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. I obsessed over it. Couldn't find it online because it's discontinued, so I had to go to like discounters and Mercari. I finally found it on Mercari for $200, okay? And it is such an amazing smell, and the bottle really is so cute. But then I found this bad boy, Oud Elixir. Probably already know how I feel about this. And it smells like 80% similar and has 110% better performance than this. And this is $40 and this was $200. And I'm like, why did I obsess over this when I could get the same smell for this? I think it's just because I didn't have a Penhaligon's in my collection and it's this really prestige niche brand. And also the bottle's really cute. So I just wanted it for that. But as far as smells go, these smell the same. They fill the same purpose in my collection, a rose oud, and this one performs way better. And so now I just feel silly for wanting this so bad because honestly, I never reach for this anymore now that I found this. So all of that is to say, I am done shopping for brand names and labels. And instead, I'm going to focus on shopping for categories of fragrances. So instead of, oh, I really want a Penhaligon's, I really want a Perfumes de Marly. No, I really want an amazing rose oud that is my rose oud in my collection. It's my staple rose oud, and that's this. Or I really want a spicy incense vanilla, a la Changing Constance. That could be anything. There's tons of vanillas on the market. There's affordable vanillas. There's Venezia 21 and Bouquet Ideale, which are niche brands, but they're much older. And so you can find them for an incredible deal. So going into 2025, piggybacking off the not buying just to have a name brand, focusing more on buying for fragrances that I don't have in my collection and fill a gap in my collection rather than buying just to have the label. Let me know below. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let me know some perfumes that you regret buying. I'm interested. And last but not least, not buying perfumes just because they're on sale and it's a good deal. You're still spending money. You're still spending money. And I'm talking to myself. I'm preaching to my own choir right now because I am the most guilty of this. I see a good deal on a popular perfume. I might not have ever smelt it. I might not know at all if I like it or not, but I see a good deal. A really good example of this would be Vibrato. I had never smelled Vibrato, but it was on sale for like $110 for 3 ounces. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. That's such a good deal. I have to have it. And so I bought it. Luckily, I like it, but did I need to spend that money on it at that moment? No. Another example of me doing this was with the Skin Clean Reserve perfume. This was 50% off on Sephora. It was $50 for this 3.4 ounce 100 ml bottle. And I was like, wow, I have to have it because I had heard such good things. 50% off is crazy. I'm sure I'll love it. And I got it and I like it. It's certainly a like, but I'm never going to wear it. Never going to wear it because for me, it's too white floral. So I did put this in one of the videos I made about clean scents for the year because it is a really good clean scent. It is a very good skin clean scent if you like white florals. I don't like white florals, so I have no business having this because I'm never going to wear it because I would prefer something a little bit more woody and maybe a little bit more, resinous skin scent rather than like floral, soapy, clean skin scent. So $50 is $50. I didn't need to buy this, but I just bought it because it was on sale because I was like, I have to get this deal. And I just want you to know that's not a good reason to buy something. It's not a good reason to buy something. So I think the moral of this story, 2026 fragrance resolutions are not buying just for brand name, not buying just for hype, buying instead for filling gaps in my collection and really finding scents that I love that fill a specific role in my collection instead of just buying all these popular perfumes that honestly, some of them are starting to smell the exact same. We're getting all of these vanilla skin scents. They all kind of smell the same, so you don't need to keep buying the same thing. Just find one that you really like, whether that's from a Middle Eastern, more affordable brand, or if you really fall in love with something that is a little pricier, but it's fills this gap and you actually really love it and will wear it all the time, then let's do that. Okay, and my battery died. I more zoomed in? Yeah. Anywho, all I was saying was I really want to be more intentional with the perfumes I'm buying, really wear samples, not just smell it once and then have to buy the full bottle, not just buying things because you can find a good deal because there will be a good deal again. Deals are always coming through. They're always coming through. There will always be a good deal eventually. If you really want to find something, you just have to maybe be patient and work hard to find it. But anyways, let me know your resolutions for the year. What habits of fragrance buying are you trying to implement? I think as someone who gets online and talks about perfume, it's important that I don't add to the frenzy to buy things. And my goal is always to help you find perfumes you love and find a good deal on them and to tell you honestly what you do and don't need. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need to buy a $400 perfumes to Marley because you can find just as good of a smell for a fraction of the cost. And just because it's a big popular brand name, you don't need to have it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm here for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays all year. Let me know what perfumes you want me to review or, what videos you want to see for 2026. I am open to feedback. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.